Hey, Peter. I just heard that MJ's getting married. Is that true? I didn't hear anything from her directly, though. I mean, even when she came back to visit recently, she completely ignored me like I didn't exist.
Yeah, it's true. She and this guy she's been dating for a year are getting married. They already filed for the license. I figured it was coming. Honestly, she's 24 now. It's about that time. You still haven't been able to talk to her at all, huh?
Still, makes it sound like I haven't been trying, but yeah, pretty much. She's been avoiding me since middle school, Peter. Now it's like I don't even exist to her. The only time I hear from her is when she needs something, and even then, she just sends these short one-sided messages. Whenever I try to actually talk to her, she ignores me. If I ask her why, she's so distant. She just shuts down. I don't know. Maybe I was never going to be her mother in her eyes, no matter what I did. I've tried so hard for the last 20 years to meet her halfway, to make this work.
Cass, I get it. I do. But you've got to understand, to a kid, a father's new wife is confusing. When we got married, MJ was what, 5? 6? It must have been a lot for her to suddenly be told, here's your new mom. Some kids never really accept it, no matter how much you try.
That doesn't make it hurt any less, Peter. And don't talk about it like it was out of your hands completely. You could have helped me more. Do you even remember when she used to call me Mom? Back when she was still in elementary school, when we were slowly getting closer? By the time she hit middle school, I thought we were making real progress. And then, out of nowhere, she just pulled away.
I don't have an explanation for that. I've racked my brain over it, and there's nothing I can pinpoint. If I had to guess, maybe it's just growing up, teens pulling away from their parents, sometimes, step-parents especially.
That's not good enough, Peter. Something changed and you know it. Was there ever a fight? Something I did wrong? Something you said to her?
No, if I knew, I'd tell you. Look, maybe you should just ask her directly, or at least ask if we're even invited to the wedding.
Wait, you think there's a chance we wouldn't be invited? She'd really do that?
I'm not saying she would, but until we ask, we don't know anything for sure.
If I bring it up directly, she might blow up at me again. Can you maybe feel it out for me? Just casually bring it up. See where we stand.
Why do I have to be the one to do it?
Because she actually talks to you, Peter. If I ask, she'll see it as me forcing myself into her life again, and I don't want to push her further away. I want to know if we're part of this or not.
And if she says no?
Then I'll accept it. I won't keep trying to force a relationship if she doesn't want one. But I do want to celebrate her. I want to give her a wedding gift, and I want to help with the expenses if she'll let us.
You really want to do that for her? Even after all this?
She's still your daughter, Peter. No matter how she feels about me, I want her to have everything she needs to start this next chapter. I may not be her mom in her heart, but I've been here. I've raised her. I've tried. That has to count for something, right?
Cass, you've done more than enough. I wish she saw that.
So, will you ask, please?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. No promises, but I'll try to get a sense of what's going on.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. You might not like the answer.
I'll handle it. Whatever it is, I'll handle it. I need closure, Peter.
I get that. I'll call her tomorrow and text you after we talk.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Hey, MJ, about the wedding. You are going to invite Cassidy, right?
What? Dad, technically she's my mother, right? If I don't at least send her an invitation, people are going to talk. For appearances, I'll invite her, but whether she's actually allowed to attend, that's up to me.
Come on, MJ. You're still holding on to all that anger? Cassidy's been trying, in her own way. Don't punish her forever.
No, Dad, you always defend her. You act like she's the saint who tried her best. But have you really forgotten what she put me through?
I haven't forgotten, but
Then you should understand why I feel the way that I do. She took things from me, Dad. Things I loved. And she was so irresponsible with money, always spending without thinking, but somehow she'd act like she was the victim every time. Do you remember middle school? Because I do. Because of her, I had to give up on something I'd been working toward for years. That still hurts.
MJ,
I never needed her anyway. It was always just you and me. That was enough for me.
I know, but having another person around, having someone who could be there for you, wasn't always a bad thing.
If it's her, Dad, it was a bad thing. Honestly, I don't even know what it is you saw in her in the first place. She was the reason I couldn't wait to leave home. You know why I moved out the day I graduated high school? It wasn't for independence. It was to get away from her.
Damn, that's harsh, huh?
Harsh, but true.
Look, I get how you feel, but for the wedding's sake, for your sake, it might be better to put her on the guest list, at least. You don't have to talk to her, and you don't even have to sit near her. Worst case, if it feels unbearable, we'll come up with an excuse. Say you're suddenly sick that morning. No one's gonna question the bride.
I don't know.
Cassidy already told me she's not going to interfere. She said she won't make a scene, and she won't insert herself if you don't want her to. She just wants to give you a gift and maybe help you with some of the wedding costs.
Of course she does. That's her thing, right? Throw money at a situation and hope it fixes everything.
MJ, that's not fair. She's trying to extend an olive branch here.
Dad, I appreciate that you want to believe the best in her, but she burned that bridge a long time ago.
All right, but is it safe to say I can tell her she's allowed to attend? We don't have to decide about the interaction or seating just yet, just attendance.
I guess, but Dad, are you okay with that? I mean, you married her. You chose her. You loved her, right?
Of course, I did. I still care about her. But you're my daughter. That comes first. Always has. Always will.
If I came first, then why didn't you leave her when things got bad?
MJ, that's not as simple as you think.
It is to me.
You're tough. Always have been. You didn't inherit my ability to forgive. That's for sure.
Maybe that's for the best.
Maybe. Anyway, I'll let Cassidy know she's technically invited and can attend if she wants. But I'll make it clear she's not to bother you.
Thanks, Dad. Really. I know I give you a hard time, but thanks for being on my side. MJ, I just wanted to say it again. Congratulations. I really mean it. I've been looking forward to tomorrow so much. I even picked out a dress and got everything ready. Since the venue is a bit far from home, your dad and I decided we would leave early. We should be the first ones there, so I will see you then. You do not need to come tomorrow, Cassidy. Wait, what? What do you mean I do not need to come? Did something happen? Nothing happened. I only invited you because I had to, not because I wanted to. Do you honestly think I wanted you at my wedding? I sent the invitation for appearances. If I had not, people on the groom's side would have started asking questions. I don't understand. What is there to understand? I do not want you there. Tomorrow you are going to be sick. That is what people will be told. Take the day, go sightseeing, have lunch somewhere nice, and then head home. Just stay far away from the venue. Wait, MJ. Are you saying you do not want me there at all? I've been looking forward to seeing you in your dress, walking down the aisle, seeing you start this new chapter. I thought maybe this could be a chance for us to start over. You thought wrong. It would be embarrassing for me to have you there. Do you seriously think I want anyone to believe that you are my mom? But MJ, I was there for you. I tried so hard to be a part of your life. No, you were not there for me. You lived in the same house, yes, but you were never really there. Dad was all I needed. He was enough for me. The idea of you standing there tomorrow pretending like we are close, pretending like we are family, makes me sick. Why do you hate me this much? Did I do something to you when you were in middle school? I've been trying for years to figure it out. You have shut me out for so long, and I've never known why. And that is exactly the problem. You do not even remember. You do not remember the little things you said and did that made me feel invisible. You do not remember how often you put yourself first. That is why I cannot forgive you. You caused damage and then acted clueless when I was left hurting. MJ, if I ever hurt you, I swear I never meant to. I thought I was doing the best I could for you. Your best was not enough. You ruined things without even realizing it. You took away moments that mattered to me and made me feel like I did not matter. So yes, I hate you. I always have. Always? Even back when you used to call me Mom? Was all of that fake? That was not me. That was a little kid doing what she thought she was supposed to do. By the time I was in middle school, I understood the truth. I saw who you really were, and I never looked back. Cassidy, what the hell is going on? I just got a call from my fiance saying the wedding is canceled. He said that you're the reason. What exactly did you do? Why is my entire wedding falling apart because of you? MJ, calm down for a second. Yes, I spoke with your fiance's parents earlier. I know them personally, and since I was planning to attend, I thought it was only right to let them know where things stood. Wait, hold on. You didn't tell them about yesterday, did you? I did. I told them exactly what you told me. That you said that you didn't want me at the wedding. That you planned to tell people I was sick, so I wouldn't show up in that. I thought they deserved to know, especially since they had been so kind and welcoming to me before. And yes, they sympathized with me. You what? Cassidy, are you serious? I cannot believe you actually repeated that word for word. Why would you throw me under the bus like that? My fiancé and his parents are amazing people. If anyone would have been on my side, it would have been them. Why would you take their sympathy for yourself? Did you lie to them just to make me look bad? I didn't lie, MJ. I simply told them the truth. No, see, this is exactly what you do. You always act like you were innocent, but you say and do things that completely wreck people. I cannot believe I ever trusted you, even for a second when I was a kid. First you took my money, and now what? You are trying to destroy my new family too? Your money? What are you talking about, MJ? Do not act like you don't know. I will never forgive you for what you did. You call yourself my mother, but you are not, and you never will be. You ruined everything. MJ, wait, please. I think there's something you misunderstood for a very long time. I have never taken your money. I have never, ever intentionally tried to hurt you. But it's clear you've been carrying something for years that I didn't know about. You seriously expect me to believe that? Then where's my study abroad money, Cassidy? All of it, gone. I saved for years. I saved every holiday check, every birthday gift, every dollar from Grandma and Grandpa. I wasn't asking to move overseas forever. I just wanted to spend a few months abroad while I was still in high school. But because of you, all of that disappeared. I had to give up my dream. I had to get a job instead of going. Oh my God. MJ, no. That wasn't me. That was your father. No. Do not even try to put this on Dad. He even told me you spent it. I asked him over and over, and he begged me to forgive you. He told me you messed up and that I needed to let it go. I am telling you the truth, MJ. Your father had debts. He borrowed money behind my back, and when collectors came after him, he used your savings to cover it. I found out when you had just started middle school. I was furious at him. I made him promise to never touch your account again. And because I knew how much you had been saving, I quietly deposited back every single cent he took. That makes no sense. If he really put the money back, then why was the account empty? Because he took it again. No, Dad would never. MJ, think about it carefully. Have you ever actually checked the bank book? There should have been clear records of big transfers. I only checked the card balance back then. I saw it was empty, and I was so devastated, I didn't even think to look at the transaction history. I should have told you everything sooner, but I thought I was protecting you. After I found out what your dad did, I yelled at him. I was so angry. Not just because he took the money, but because he hid it from both of us. But I was terrified of breaking your trust completely. So instead of telling you, I asked your grandparents to hold your passbook and card so your savings would be safe. But Dad had the card. He gave it to me when I tried to check the balance. He told me it was yours, that you were the one who emptied it. And you believed him. Of course I believed him. You barely said a word to me about it back then. All I saw was my account drained, my dream gone, and Dad begged me to forgive you. And that's how he kept us divided all these years. MJ, I swear on everything, I have never stolen from you. Your anger has been pointed at the wrong person this whole time. Wait, so all this time I've hated you for something you didn't even do? That's what it sounds like. The only reason I reached out to your fiancé's parents is because I wanted this wedding to not be another thing broken by misunderstandings. I've known them for a while through work, and yes, we've even had dinner together a couple of times. I've explained the situation and asked them to help me find a way to talk to you. You talked to them about all of this? Not everything. I didn't want to burden them with details, but I told them enough to make them understand why I was reaching out. And they were kind enough to agree to help. So the wedding being canceled? That part was a lie. I knew it was the only way to make you come here and talk to me. I'm sorry for scaring you, MJ, but I didn't know any other way to break through the walls that you've built around me. I do not know what to say. I've spent 10 years resenting you, thinking you were the reason I lost everything I dreamed of. I said things to you, horrible things. I know, I heard every word, and it broke me every single time. But even when you said you hated me, even when you refused to see me, I never stopped caring about you. Cassidy. MJ, please. The wedding is tomorrow evening, right? I want you to come over now. We need to sit down, face to face, and finally talk about everything. No more assumptions, no more secrets, no more years wasted. You really still want to talk to me? After all the things I said to you? Of course I do. Because none of this changes one thing. I love you. I always have, even when you couldn't stand me. Please, MJ, come now. All right, I'm on my way. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe I blamed you for everything. We'll talk about it all. Everything from the past 10 years. It is time.
Hey, MJ, have you seen Cassidy? She's been missing since this morning, and when I woke up, she wasn't home. I was going to tell her she didn't need to come to the ceremony today, but she's nowhere to be found. Did you talk to her first? Maybe you said something that upset her.
Yeah, I told her yesterday. We talked.
I see. That explains a lot then. Wait a second. Did you just call her mom?
I did. Honestly, I never thought I'd say that at my age, but I've learned something important. Blood doesn't matter when someone actually treats you with love and respect.
Hold on. Where is this coming from? Did you suddenly decide to forgive her because it's your wedding day?
No, it's the opposite. I found out I was the one who had been forgiven this whole time. I was blaming her for the things that weren't her fault. And now I realize I can't forgive you.
Me? Wait, what are you talking about? What's this sudden attitude?
Dad, I want my money back. All of it. The $15,000 I saved myself and the $15,000 Cassidy put back into my account for me. That's $30,000. Pay it back now.
MJ, what are you talking about?
Don't pretend like you don't know. When I was in middle school, I had a savings account. I was putting away every dollar I could so I could study abroad someday. Then one day the money was gone. You told Grandpa you needed the bank card for exam fees and convinced him to hand it over. Grandpa didn't realize what you were doing because his memory was already slipping. And then you blamed Cassidy for it. You made me hate her for 10 years for something you did.
So Cassidy told you everything, huh? Look, MJ, you don't understand. It wasn't like that. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. I was going to pay it back. Cassidy put the money back later, right? I took that amount and moved it into another account for an investment. I thought I could double it and surprise you.
Where's the money now, Dad? If you were investing, then give me and Cassidy our $30,000 back.
I didn't exactly succeed. I lost most of it. I've been trying to save bit by bit so I can pay you both back eventually.
Wow. So this is who you really are. You know, I always thought my real mom abandoned me, and she did. But I've learned she wasn't your mistress like you made her sound. You left her because of me. She ran because she couldn't handle you, and you lied to me about everything.
Wait, how did you know about that? I never told Cassidy either.
Grandpa slipped up once when he was drunk. I thought he was rambling, but I guess not. It's true, isn't it? God, you're unbelievable.
MJ, listen, you're upset right now, and I get it. But today is supposed to be a celebration. Let's talk about this after the wedding, all right?
I don't want you there, Dad.
What? What do you mean?
Do you know what it feels like to grow up believing you weren't wanted? I thought you were the one parent who actually chose me, and I clung onto that. I ignored all the bad signs and trusted everything you said, even when it hurt. And now I realize I was wrong. You're a liar, and you've been one for years.
Maybe I made mistakes. Yeah.
Mistakes? You stole from me. You blame Cassidy for your lies, and still, after everything, she treated me better than you ever did. She tried to build a relationship with me even when I shut her out completely. She kept loving me even when I didn't deserve it. Even today, she was ready to come and support me despite how awful I've been to her. Do you even know she paid for more than half of the wedding costs? You told everyone it was your contribution. Another lie, Dad.
I had my reasons.
Reasons? Tell me. Go on.
I can't explain it like this over text.
Of course you can't, because there's nothing you can say to make this okay. You lie, you take, you manipulate, and then you want to sit front row at my wedding and act like a proud dad? No, it's not happening.
MJ, wait. Don't say that. Please, don't shut me out like this.
It's too late. I already asked the wedding staff to take your name off the guest list. I told them in the family you won't be allowed in today.
MJ, come on. You don't mean that.
I do. I don't want your congratulations. I don't want you near me. I don't want someone who betrayed me standing there pretending to celebrate my happiness.
MJ, this is too much. You can't do this to me.
You already did it to yourself.
So that's it? You really cutting me out?
Yes. Goodbye, Dad.
Cassidy, why didn't you let me attend MJ's wedding? I came all the way down here, and now I'm being told I can't go in. You're the one who made her misunderstand me, aren't you?
If MJ doesn't want you there, then that's her decision, Peter, and you should respect it. When she told me not to come, you didn't fight for me either, remember? I only spoke to her to clear up the years of resentment between us. Do not blame me for the consequences of your own actions.
You don't understand. I had my reasons for everything I did. I wanted the chance to explain myself, too. If you and MJ talked it out, then why shouldn't I get the same opportunity?
Because MJ made it clear she doesn't want to hear from you. That should tell you everything. Do you really not see the damage you caused? You've hurt her for years and acted like it wasn't your fault.
Cassidy, wait. What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm done, Peter. I'm heading back now, but I'm packing my things tonight. I'll be moving out.
What? Moving out? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. Goodbye, Peter.
Cassidy, wait. Goodbye? What the hell are you talking about? Cassidy! Cassidy! I just found divorce papers sitting on the table. What the hell is going on? I've been calling you since last night, and you haven't answered a single time. This is too much. Please, talk to me.
Peter, I'll start by saying this. I respect one thing about you. Your ability to put on a good face for the world. You've always been charming on the outside, kind and composed in front of others. But once we got married, I saw the real you. I was shocked by how quickly the mask slipped.
What the hell does that mean?
It means you always push responsibility onto other people while pretending that you didn't know anything. You make me the villain while you play the role of the reasonable husband. I stayed silent for years, but inside, I thought I was a fool for letting myself be deceived by someone like you.
Then why pretend everything was fine all these years?
Because of MJ. She didn't deserve any of this. I couldn't leave her alone with you, not when she was so young. I stayed because I didn't want her to be bounced around through another one of your failed marriages.
So you're telling me you've been miserable this entire time? You stayed married to me just for MJ's sake?
Exactly. But MJ is married now. She's starting her own life. My role in her world is over, which means my obligation to you is over too.
You can't just say that now, after all these years. If there were problems, you should have told me instead of keeping it all inside.
Really? You need someone to tell you that stealing money is wrong? You made me realize long ago that trying to reason with you is pointless. So let me be clear now, before you ask me for anything, you need to pay MJ and me back the $30,000.
Cassidy, I can't do that right now. It's not that simple.
Don't tell me you've been borrowing money behind my back again. Unbelievable. I'm done cleaning up after you. I'm done funding your mess. This divorce isn't negotiable. I am taking this to court. And just so you know, I've already spoken to your brother.
What? Why would you drag my brother into this?
Because you're terrified of him. You've always hated how strict he is, but he's one of the few people who holds you accountable. I've actually been talking to his wife for years, confiding in her, and she's been incredibly supportive. When I explained everything that's been happening, they both stepped in immediately. Your brother offered to front the $30,000 himself to help MJ, but he made it clear he expects you to pay him back every last cent.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe you went behind my back like this.
Believe it. Your brother is a lawyer, and his wife's a police officer. They're more reliable than you've ever been. You'll need to sit down and have a serious conversation with them because they're involved now.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you trying to destroy my life? There had to be another way. You're just using MJ as an excuse to punish me, aren't you?
Don't you dare twist this on me. You failed as a partner and as a father. You lied to MJ for years, blamed me for your choices, and you stole the savings she worked so hard for. She missed out on her dream of studying abroad because of you. And you know what's worse? If you hadn't told her I was the one who took the money, she and I would have lost 10 years together. You broke her trust and mine. Don't you dare stand there pretending you're the victim.
I'm sorry, okay? I really am. I made mistakes. But maybe we can fix this. Maybe we can start over and rebuild everything for MJ's sake.
It's too late for that. MJ's moving forward with her life, and so am I. You've taken enough from both of us. I don't need you anymore.
Cassidy, please.
No, this is goodbye, Peter. You're a terrible husband and an even worse father. If you've taught me anything, it's that blood and love are not the same thing. Would it be weird if I started calling you Mom now? I know it's late, but I want to. Of course not. I've thought of myself as your mom for the past 20 years, MJ. If you want to call me that now, it makes me happy. Mom, I am so sorry for everything. I know I've said and done terrible things that hurt you deeply, and I don't expect forgiveness. Looking back now, I can see how wrong I was. Even when I gave you the cold shoulder, even when I ignored you completely, you still cooked for me every day, cleaned up after me, did my laundry, everything. You helped me pay for my wedding without hesitation, and you genuinely wanted to celebrate my happiness. And I threw it all away because I chose to believe Dad's lies over you. I can't stop thinking about all the time I lost with you, and I regret it so much. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. I was afraid too, you know. I never knew how close I could be without overstepping. I couldn't have kids of my own, so having you as my daughter was the greatest gift. But sometimes I worried you didn't feel the same, so I held back. You don't need to apologize, MJ. You don't need to regret anything. You've grown into an incredible woman, and if you're happy, that's the best gift you could ever give me. So, congratulations on your marriage. Please live your happiest life, and if you ever need me, I'll always be here. Thank you, Mom. I really am lucky to have you. When MJ got married and left, it gave me the courage to finally make my own decision. I decided to go through with a divorce, something I had been avoiding for far too long. Meanwhile, Peter has been paying the price for his own mistakes. Because he owes so much money, he couldn't escape the mess he created. He borrowed $30,000, and his older brother who lives far away now keeps a close eye on him, making sure he pays it back bit by bit every month. It's humiliating for Peter, having to report to someone he used to look down on, but there's no other option for him now. After everything fell apart, Peter found himself completely alone. He tried to fill that emptiness by searching for a new partner, hoping someone would accept him despite everything. But the reality is harsh. A man in his late 40s, divorced twice, drowning in debt, isn't exactly an ideal match. One rejection after another eventually broke him down, and now, from what I hear, he spends most of his days by himself, living in quiet isolation. As for me, I've decided I don't ever want to be involved with Peter again. That chapter of my life is over, and I don't intend to reopen it. However, when it comes to MJ, things are different. If she ever reaches out to me for help, I won't hesitate for even a second. Blood ties can be a source of comfort and strength, but they aren't everything. I've learned what truly matters is the bond you choose to create with someone, not just the one you're born with. Some people will never understand the closeness MJ and I shared, and that's fine. Even if the world judges me, even if MJ herself someday tries to distance herself from me, I won't let anyone erase the years we spent together. Every moment we laughed, every memory we built, all of it was real, and I'll never believe otherwise. That's why, no matter what happens, I'll always see myself as MJ's mother in my heart. Our connection isn't defined by paperwork or social approval. It's built on the love, trust, and the time we shared, and that's something I intend to carry with me for the rest of my life.